Alright, this video is gonna be a little bit different, right? Your boys watch One Piece. I'm currently sitting at episode 60, and I can tell you so far, I'm really liking the anime. I don't know if you guys watched my video, but I made a reaction video to the, all the openings from One Piece, and I was pretty biased at first because I stem from Naruto. I still have lots of Funko Pops, I be collecting them. I even have ordered some One Piece Funko Pops whilst I'm not even at that arc yet where the characters get introduced. I really like the characters. First of all, I got Chopper. I'm at episode fucking 60 and I already got Chopper. He is so cute. My boy Luffy. Fuck. I got Robin, as you can see. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys why you should watch One Piece, alright? Now, 3 weeks ago, I made a reaction video talking about the openings, and I said that, well, 1,000 episodes is just way too much for me to get into, and you guys said, nah, you should just start trying to do it and see if you like it, and I think, yeah, that's actually better, because my favorite anime that I've watched of all time is Death Note, and it only contained 37 episodes. 37 quality episodes. But when you're done watching an anime, you start to wonder, is there more to it? And you start to watch YouTube videos about it because you honestly wish that there were more episodes. That's the thing. I thought, well, 1,000 episodes is just way too much for me to get into. I'm currently sitting at episode 61 in 3 weeks, watching 3 episodes a day. Thinking to myself, I'm gonna be here for a long while. Because I'm just sitting at not even 1/20th of the entire series, so I still have a lot to go, and I don't want to rush things out. Why should I? I'm enjoying it, letting it live in the present, in the moment, and then not thinking about, oh, can't wait until I'm at episode 200, right? I'm literally enjoying the anime, watching it, honestly hoping it doesn't end, knowing that it won't end for me in a long while because I still have a lot to catch up, so it's honestly better. First of all, I have nothing with pirates. I remember during my childhood when Pirates of the Caribbean came out and it was the shit. I was never really a big fan of series that are just series like soaps, like Friends. I've always watched cartoons. I've always had a creative fantasy mind. That sounds pretty cursed and underaged, but I'm talking about just watching cartoons and such. I've always grown up with cartoons because I just like the imagination of it. That just isn't there in real life, though you have series like Game of Thrones that contain like awesome CGI effects which are non-realistic, but make it look as realistic as possible, or the latest Avatar. It doesn't hit that much as a cartoon or as an anime. Whilst I actually started watching anime last year, began with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was the first anime that I watched. I actually really started to like it, and I think it also has to do with the absurdity of it. If I tend to get out of subject, I'm really sorry about it. I'll try to get there soon back again, but I just want to tell you guys a quick story time. When I was 6 years old, I remember we had like a fruit basket of fake fruit, just plastic fruit, and we had these little seeds, I guess, and I put them in my ear because I thought that, you know, watching cartoons, it'll come out of my other ear. That's logical, right? Instead, it got stuck in my ear and I couldn't really hear it from my right ear, so I had to go to the hospital right after school. My mom thought I was a fucking retard and got me out of it with like a giant Dyson vacuum cleaner. Had to clean all of the fucking seeds out of my ear. So yeah, that was stupid. So do not try anything that is oddly related to cartoons or anime. Seeing how an anime looks in real life is dope as hell. I've also mentioned that I really wanted to have a One Piece movie or something in real life, and they're gonna make an action movie, which is just awesome. I want to talk about the world, because the first episode, you're always skeptical about something, watching something first, because you don't really have a lot of expectations, and if the first episode doesn't hit, you tend to lag off. You maybe try to watch the second episode, try to stay open-minded and see if it actually is good. And the first episode was already so awesome with the introduction of Luffy coming out of that barrel like he just woke up. the personalities are just something, it's so off the charts. I really like Luffy's personality because, first of all, he's a very positive guy, very positive, jolly dude who thinks optimistically in every situation, like he's a stoic person, and always happy and never stressed, like barely stressed, unless when he fights someone, maybe senses a little bit of stress, but you cannot really feel it coming off of his energy. He's just a very happy guy and actually a great leader, Yeah, you could say that he's a little bit stubborn, like Gon from Hunter x Hunter, but still, he got his shit together, and like Naruto, he's pretty much blessed with a curse. As odd as that sounds, he's blessed with a curse. He got the gum fruit, the devil fruit that he consumed, which you guys saw, and he got amazing abilities and powers, which is just so goofy that you cannot, like, dislike it. It's fucking awesome. And the animation style is something different as well, though it is of course an older anime from 1999. I really like the animation style from the beginning already. It is a animation style that's honestly quite different, and it's incomparable to other anime. They got their own style, which make them stand out, hence why One Piece is still relevant and popular. So though I haven't watched the rest yet, I can still argue and tell you guys that One Piece has aged well. And in the first episode, Nami already gets introduced, and then ends off with Zoro. And then second episode, we got Zoro, and it's just so cool. I don't know where to start, bro. The world of pirates, like I said, is something that I never really got invested in. But watching One Piece, I see the fun of it, the real fun of it. And of course, Luffy has got his clear goal. He wants to be the king of pirates, so he has an ambition. The second character that I want to talk about is Zoro. I think Zoro is just fucking awesome because I really like him. He's a very chill guy, and he is very loyal to my boy Luffy. So these two are honestly just my favorite characters overall. The fact that he gets introduced in the beginning and stays there with the crew. Of course, usually my boys are skeptical about joining the crew, the Straw Hat crew. Luffy was looking for members. He got Zoro. That's the first member of the crew, which is just awesome. Goes to show his importance, and the fact that he is notoriously known as being a criminal and having these 3-sword ability is just so cool. The way that it's just creative. It's just creative. How he can have his sword in his mouth and then have other 2 swords and just totally be skilled. It's just so cool. I just come across as a total virgin speaking right now, but just what I genuinely think about it, it's just fucking awesome. And of course, the way that these characters are built are different as well, because Zoro is more muscular in a sense. He's got wider shoulders, better abs. He's probably the strongest if it wasn't for Luffy's ability. Zoro is just awesome, and then he just like chills, sleeps once in a while. I mean, like any given opportunity, he just closes his eyes on deck and just relaxes. That's like pure meditation to me. Like, he has inner peace. And he is a true warrior. He never gives up. Despite his fatal injuries, this guy has determination that is off the charts. So, once again, Zoro is amazing. Nami, I also really like. I really like Nami. But I didn't really like her at first, because you cannot trust her. Just like Usopp, but a little bit different. Because Nami's backstory is more so that, of course, Arlong boys, Captain Arlong, decided to ruin her whole village. Something that comes straight out of Orochimaru's plan from Naruto. Nami didn't have a choice because she was very, very good at, you know, drawing maps. And then she got the Arlong tattoo, so it is pretty rhetorical for her being that way. Her personality being that, because she couldn't trust anybody. And she is pretty charismatic, though you still can't trust her because she takes advantage of things. But despite being that, as a friend, she's actually really helpful. You just really have to fight for her, as Luffy did, because I think that Luffy undoubtedly knew that she had a talent, she's a pro navigator, that he really wanted Nami to keep joining the crew and be there for them, to be in the crew as the only female for the first season. I think having 5 characters as a first season is perfect, and keeping it that way is also fine. 8 characters is just the max for the crew. I think that's just an awesome number. Of course, One Piece has got thousands of characters, but some are more important. I think the crew of course are the most important characters, and the fact that they have a crew, just the whole situation of it, and the awesome ship that they live in and go on crazy adventures with, it's just so fun. Watching as well, it's just so fun, and the diversity between all of the characters, it's just very fun, bro. So yeah, Nami is still awesome. Then we got Usopp, the 4th member. Probably my least favorite, guys. I'm sorry. I still like Usopp though. He does remind me of Pinocchio, which could ironically be based off of Pinocchio because he has a long nose. He just is kind of cowardly, but in a different way than, for instance, Zenitsu is from Demon Slayer. And I'm sorry guys, I do not really like Zenitsu. I do like Usopp in a sense. He's less dramatic than he is, but I feel like he does have some parts that make him courageous, just that he needs to stop lying that much, of course. And he is honestly pretty sweet. He is pretty sweet and wholesome in a sense. So he does have some nice, charismatic character development, and you see that in his backstory as well, with him telling stories about being a pirate to Kaya and having the team. Honestly, really cute and wholesome. So for that sense, I feel like he is a really sweet person who wants to chase after his dreams, and honestly does deep inside love the crew and love the position that he's in, and he does try his best to save his friends sometimes, but lots of times he also just cowardly runs away because he's too scared, and then when some luck happens he just says that, yeah, I did it, and you know the story. But yeah, there are parts where he actually is quite funny, but overall, of course, he lies too much. I'm just hoping that as we reach the anime, he becomes stronger and he doesn't betray the crew that much. And I'm hoping that Nami also doesn't betray the crew, because of course, when talking about Sanji, she stole the fucking ship. But I'm just literally watching One Piece the whole time because I'm just enjoying it so much. I'm not watching other animes, otherwise it would just totally ruin my sleeping pattern. After that, after hearing her backstory, I honestly loved Nami, and hoping that she doesn't really betray the crew more. She's just a little bit too greedy, loving the money. She would have been even better if she shared some money, but I guess that's just a pure characterization of a person, just like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. Usopp, once again, hopefully he becomes more courageous and doesn't betray the crew. Just teams up, but for the rest he's totally fine. But he is the weakest one out of the rest of the characters, right? I feel like he is. Weaker than Nami, most definitely. Nami is actually quite strong, but compared to Luffy, Zoro and Sanji, she is no match. All I'm saying. Because Sanji is fucking awesome. And I'm always hesitant which one I like more, because I just, I finished season 1, I'm now at season 2. I really like Sanji and Zoro, but sometimes I'm like, shit, who do I like more, Sanji or Zoro? Because I feel like these two are most comparable, yet these two are totally different. I really like the fact that he is a chef, and he has a passion and love for food. I want to start cooking more. I feel like that is something very good for you, learning recipes. And having that on board is just very helpful, especially a very skilled one. So Luffy just makes a good decision putting him in the crew. But first of all, yeah, of course, what I do not really like about him is that he is too much of a simp. That way he gets dragged, women take advantage of him. So hopefully he realizes that. For the rest, he's a very cool character. Hopefully he doesn't smoke too many cigarettes, otherwise, you know, lung cancer. But he is just dope. I love the fact that he has that ability that he just uses his foot, though he sometimes uses his hands to fuck up Zoro, I guess. Because these two, I feel like they get along, but also don't get along. I feel like they both like Luffy. Everybody loves Luffy because he's the captain and the most trustworthy and just the best character overall. But they secretly like each other but act like they don't like each other. You feel me? Because they're both really strong, really strong. So I wonder which one is actually stronger, and they're almost the same height, but I still have to go for Zoro. I still have to go for Zoro because he's the OG and he's most loyal to my boy Luffy. And he has the coolest ability. The three sword ability is just awesome. I like his design. His character design is just awesome. He's like a tall, skinny guy, blonde hair, has like a curl with his eyebrow. It's just a very cool character. So just the dynamic between these 5 characters from the start of an anime is it's just so strong. It's just so strong. And then of course how they meet each other is so cool. Started off with one, Luffy. We already saw the introduction of Nami, right? And then at the end Zoro had these two together, crew of 3. Then you met Usopp with the whole story and arc, and then we got, of course, with Chlorodor, fucking Edward Scissorhands wannabe. And then we had Sanji with the chef story, which is also very inspiring and sad. Zoro's backstory is also quite sad, but has a lot of ambition as well, which is just so cool. Just have these ones as the crew. It's just awesome, and his personality is, like I said, also most with Zoro. Both chill dudes. Only thing is that he is too much of a simp, and I wonder if it stays as fun, because what I've watched so far is just still so fun. The enemies are also very fun. Buggy the Clown is just so fun, bro. Such a fun character. And of course we got my boy Tony Chopper, who will be introduced next one, because I do keep myself a little bit spoiled, because I'm just too curious what will happen next. When is the next crew member? And apparently this is a reindeer, a talking reindeer, who can transform himself, I guess. I haven't really seen that yet, only in the openings. And he has also got a ability of, because he ate a devil fruit, which is such a fun concept as well. Having a crazy ability when you eat a devil fruit. I said that JoJo is the first anime, but I lied. Honestly, it was Pokemon, because who hasn't watched Pokemon during their childhood? It's the most popular anime if you count it as an anime. And it is such a wonderful world to live in. Well, not everybody agrees, and maybe some Pokemon can just get out of it because they will destroy the world. Arceus. But besides that, having that, imagine if that were real, that'd be so cool. That's why I really like anime, because some things like flying, as an example, imagine if you could fly, suicide rates and depression rates would just decrease, and people would just love their lives because they can do such imaginary, awesome things like that. Having a devil fruit, eating it, and having this wonderful ability, it's just so cool, bro. So I love the fact that it's a talking reindeer, though it doesn't really look that much like a reindeer, I guess. I've seen a picture flying around of One Piece in real life, and it looks so cool. It looks so cool, even with Chopper there. That's just awesome. So I wonder how they're gonna approach this One Piece in real life, only with the first 5 characters, or with the other characters as well. And I actually wanted to buy One Piece Odyssey, but it isn't available for the Switch, unfortunately. So if you guys have any more recommendations for what One Piece game I should buy that is maybe for the Switch, then you guys let me know. And I'm not even at the arc where they have Robin. I still want to share my thoughts about the character designs of the other characters. I feel like Frankie is cool, but I'm not really a fan of the fact that he has like 3 pointy things, his chin. But he is a cyborg, which makes him like doper. It's just very cool, though he doesn't get introduced right now at all. And Brook, I also like, but it's just that it's a very stupid opinion that I have, but Usopp has curly hair and black hair, Luffy has black hair, Robin has black hair, and then we have another character who has curly hair, which is Brook, and black hair. So I think that the difference in colors and schemes are just a little bit lessened, and it makes the characters stand out a little bit less. But that's alright, because he is a skeleton, which is just, it doesn't matter anyway, because he's just a totally different character. It's just an awesome character and actually adds up to the rest of the crew. And the side characters are awesome as well. I do not dislike a single character, but I just prefer some characters more than other characters. And like Zoro has like greenish hair, it's just like bluish hair, I don't know, it's just awesome hair. Like, if they keep that diverse, Frankie also has cool hair. I'm not even at that storyline. Like I said, I'm just in episode 61. I'm just sharing my thoughts so far of what I think about the anime, judging off from what I've watched. And I will keep on watching. And yeah, if you guys have any more other recommendations, please let me know down in the comment section. Still hope you guys enjoyed this little video that I made. Yeah, and if you guys did so, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys like me and my content, please subscribe. Become a Saiyan today because I put that post consistently. Here's another video for you guys to check out. Rest in peace, Toby Attica. Dragon Boys forever. Hope you guys have a great day. But I will say to you is bye. We are from the crew. We are